Well, hey everybody, welcome. This is Tabitha Jane, and this is your energy reading for October 27th, 2020. Keep in mind, time is fluid, and when you find this message, please allow what resonates to be relevant to you, and what doesn't resonate, release and let it go. So I'm going to share with you. I just felt really strongly compelled. We've got the Spirit of the Animals Oracle. We've got the Angels and Ancestors Oracle and Wisdom of the Oracle. These are the decks that have been really calling to me to pull from for the energy this day. I don't know about y'all, but I know the last week or so, I'm having a really hard time sleeping. My dreams are plagued with not so much past experiences, but the energetic feeling of past experiences. And I've been trying for quite some time now, well, a good week, to try to really understand what is going on. And I came to the conclusion today, it's like almost a test. You know, we're heading into, we're now in Scorpio season, which, if you follow astrology at all, this is about deep emotions, buried emotions. We are also heading on the 31st of October. It is a blue moon in Taurus. Blue moon meaning the second moon in the same month. And the blue moon in Taurus is about self-undoing. So if you think about it in that context, it kind of makes a lot of sense. Also, October 31st, as we move closer to this time frame, whatever you want to call it, Halloween, is it Samhain, or the Day of the Dead, or whatever, the veil thins and it allows our ancestors to have more access to us, more communication. And again, I definitely things I have been experiencing. But I do feel with us moving into Scorpio and us getting closer to this full moon in Taurus, which is the, personal undoing, I can't help but feel like I'm being tested. Because in my dream state, I'm arguing with myself, which is kind of crazy to think about, but there I am. And it's like, I know I've healed. I know I've released. Why are these energetic feelings, why are these residuals being drug up? And I do feel like it's a test because they're not true. They're not true for me. I wanted to share that with you. So if any of you are experiencing similar things, please know it's not just you. And honestly, as I've talked to more people in the last day or two, because this has really, really been eating at me, I'm coming to learn it's not just me either. And so I just really felt strongly compelled to let you know. If you are experiencing this, and if you're not, that's okay. I mean, there is no right or wrong. It is all about experiences. But if you find yourself just challenged, I mean, it's like I'm exhausted, but I can't sleep. When I do sleep, I'm plagued. And again, the dreams are not, the visualizations in my dreams do not correlate to past experiences, but the energetic residue. That's the energy is what I'm fighting in my sleep. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about that, but there you go. And then I wake up and I feel even more drained. Although I did have a really cool dream lately where I was in like a wildlife park and I had a lioness. She was huge, like, you know, and she came up to me and I was a little bit, I stood still. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know how to react. And she started nuzzling my neck and, smelling my ear, and then she smelled my breath. And my dogs do that too. They smell breath. I've noticed a lot of dogs do that. And after that, she was glued to my side. There wasn't a move I could make that she wasn't right there. And like I said, it was like a wildlife park type thing, but all the animals were free. And there were actually some really cool animals in there I've never seen before, so I couldn't even begin to describe them to you. But you might want to start journaling your dreams. I know for myself specifically, I often now ask to recall the energy of the dreams, because I realize our guides and our angels, they're speaking to us through symbology, but I may not always understand exactly what that visualization represents to them in regards to meaning to me. And so I ask to retain the energy, and maybe that's why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. But I do feel like I'm being tested, but I know my truth. And I wake up and I don't feel really great. I'm not going to lie, but I know my truth. And I stand true to me. So anyways, if you all are finding yourselves going through similar things, again, I just wanted to share because I wanted you to know you are not alone. And that's why the messages from the oracles, I call in our guides, our ancestors, our guardians, those who love us and wish to communicate with us to our greatest benefit. I call on messages of insight and clarity, and of course our higher selves and spirit and angels, but those who wish to communicate with us during this time. What message would you like us to receive to our greatest benefit, to our greatest good, please? Thank you. Cat. Independent. Kind of funny. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. Kind of funny, I just shared with you that story about that dream with the lioness. Let's see what else, what other messages we get. Because I just really felt called to pull from these. I was meant to pull from these. We're gonna do this one last. Ancestors, guides, guardians, angels. Messages for those watching to benefit all of our greater good during this transitional phase. What messages would you like us to hear? What messages do we need to know and receive, please? Allow me the gift and the benefit, please, to be your conduit to share with others messages to their greatest good, please. Messages. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, spirits. Okay, we got 2. Time to go. Observer. It's time to go. It's time to transition. Time to make changes. It's time to embark on the journey Maybe for some of you who are watching, there's something you've been wanting to do, a path of direction you've been wanting to go on, and you've been hesitant to. And your guides, your ancestors, they're calling you, go forward. Go towards that new door, that new opportunity, that, I don't know if you can see it, if you can see this little door up here. The path is obscured. It's not clear. But it is there. And that portal, that new beginning, it's there for you. And on that note as well, 4 and a 5 is a 9. 9s are about completions, endings, releasing and ending something, and going forward to embrace that new beginning. Be independent. Step into you're a healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't need to follow the crowd. Go forward. Go on your own journey. It's time. Observer. Look into the stars. Look into the skies. Oh. Okay, sorry. Seeing what isn't obvious, but when you stop and observe, it becomes clear. I don't know. I'm going to mess with my setup here. Hopefully nothing falls. You need to see this, okay? If you can. Let me see if I can get the angle good for you. Let me change the lighting a little bit. This is important. So, I don't know if you can see clearly. We've got, it looks like a fox up on an orb, looking up to the sky. And in the sky, we've got the moon and we've got stars. But look in that crescent shape of the moon behind the stars. Be an observer. Can you see it? There's a face. The other thing that's calling out to me with this card, it's the number 49. 4 plus 9 is 13, and when you break that down, 1 plus 3 is 4. This is about stability. When you pause, when you see what's not obvious, you create opportunities for yourself for a new kind of stability. Let's see. Let me shift this light back around. Well, actually, that's not bad. Ancestors. I'm specifically calling on ancestors and guardians for those watching. Ancestors and guardians for those watching, please, messages. During this time, ancestors and guardians, please, messages for those watching. Messages, wisdom, clarity to the greater good of those watching, please. Wow. Okay, I just got like a serious head rush. Sometimes when you're pulling in energies. All right. Ancestors and guardians, guides for those watching, please, messages. To their greater good, to their greatest benefit, please. Messages, please. One more shuffle. Message. Air guardian. Shift your perspective. I feel like that kind of correlates with the observer. I really do. Because shifting your perspective, seeing things that aren't obvious, making that time and space, I'm feeling really strongly compelled. One more. Lord, take charge with authority. So I feel like these cards, your guides, your angels, your guardians, your ancestors are letting you know your intuition is strong. You don't need to go to the crowd. Life supports you in every single way. It is time for you to go forward. It is time to take charge with authority. Observe what is not obvious to build a stronger foundation in a new way by shifting your perspective. Sometimes we got to stand on our heads to see what isn't obvious. So I think, like, I'm going to call this reading done. This was very powerful and intense, and when you find this, I hope you receive the value and the message, the encouragement. You're being encouraged to continue on. Actually, you're being encouraged to go beyond. I feel like there's something potentially you've wanted to do. Maybe you've been hesitant. Maybe you've been insecure. Maybe you've allowed the crowd, that judgment, that feeling of, well, if I do this, what will other people think? How will I? All the questions. You're being encouraged to step outside of the box, to shift your perspective, to take charge with authority, to see things from that isn't so obvious to others. And it's time to go forward. Take off and take charge. Your ancestors are encouraging you. They're calling you. They are supporting you. So, all right, guys. That was a bit intense. And I hope it was meaningful. I hope it was valuable. I hope it resonated for you. I also hope that my sharing with you my personal experiences about dreams and struggles and challenges as of late, I hope that also validated you in some small way. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care, be safe, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye.